Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, the future of flagship smartphones. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is already generating a massive buzz, even though we're still months away from its official launch. Every year, Samsung's Ultra model sets the bar for what a premium smartphone should look and feel like, and the S26 Ultra seems to be no exception. With rumors pointing to big changes in design, major camera upgrades, enhanced AI features, and improved performance, this could be Samsung's most refined Ultra yet. So, let's break down everything we know about the Galaxy S26 Ultra, from the design and display to the hardware, software, cameras, and expected pricing. By the end, you'll see why this might be the most exciting Android phone of 2026. Design and build quality. Samsung is expected to continue the sleek, squared-off design language we've seen in the S24 Ultra and S25 Ultra, but there are whispers that the S26 Ultra could slim down just a little. Early leaks suggest Samsung is exploring a slightly thinner frame without compromising battery life. The phone is almost certainly going to feature an aluminum or titanium frame, depending on the final production choice. Titanium is stronger, lighter, and premium, something Samsung first tested with the S24 Ultra. By 2026, we could see titanium becoming the default for the Ultra series. Another talking point is the potential use of Corning Gorilla Glass armor, which debuted in the S24 Ultra. This new material drastically reduces reflections and makes outdoor visibility much better. The S26 Ultra is likely to refine this even further, making it one of the toughest and most durable smartphones on the market. We can also expect an IP68 water and dust resistance rating. And yes, the S Pen is here to stay. The Ultra wouldn't be complete without it. Display technology. Samsung has always dominated when it comes to displays, and the S26 Ultra is rumored to push things even further. The phone is expected to feature a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel with QHD+ resolution and a 1 to 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. There are also reports that Samsung is working on an even brighter display, potentially reaching up to 3,500 nits of peak brightness. That would make it the brightest smartphone screen on the market, perfect for outdoor use and HDR content. Bezels are expected to shrink slightly compared to the S25 Ultra, giving the phone an almost edge-to-edge design without moving to a curved screen. Samsung seems committed to the flat display approach, which has been widely praised by users for being practical and less prone to accidental touches. Performance and hardware. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will almost certainly be powered by Qualcomm's latest flagship chip, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Elite, at least in most regions. Built on TSMC's 3nm process, this chipset promises huge improvements in both performance and efficiency. Expect faster AI processing, higher graphics power for gaming, and even better battery optimization. Some markets might still get Samsung's in-house Exynos 2600, but early reports suggest Samsung is working hard to ensure there's no major performance gap between Exynos and Snapdragon this time around. In terms of memory and storage, we can expect the base model to start with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, going all the way up to 16 GB RAM and 1 TB storage for the top-end variant. Cameras, the big upgrade. Now let's talk about cameras, arguably the most exciting part of the Ultra series. Samsung has always used its Ultra phones to showcase cutting-edge camera hardware, and the S26 Ultra could deliver some game-changing upgrades. Leaks point to a 200MP main sensor, but with improved optics and larger individual pixels for better low-light performance. The real excitement, however, is around the periscope zoom camera. Samsung is rumored to be testing a variable zoom lens that can shift seamlessly between 4x and 6x optical zoom. This would give far more flexibility than the fixed zoom levels we've had in past Ultras. The ultra-wide camera is also expected to get a resolution and aperture bump, while the selfie camera could finally move to a better under-display system. Samsung has been working on under-display cameras for years, and by the time the S26 Ultra arrives, we may finally see one that doesn't compromise image quality. AI will also play a massive role in photography this time. From real-time video stabilization to AI-powered noise reduction, Samsung is reportedly building advanced image processing tools into One UI 8. Battery and charging. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is rumored to pack a 5,500 mAh battery, slightly larger than the 5,000 mAh cells used in recent Ultras. This, combined with the efficiency gains from the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Elite, could result in some of the best battery life ever seen on a Galaxy phone. Charging, however, may remain at 45W wired and 15W wireless, which is a little disappointing compared to competitors offering 100W plus charging speeds. Samsung seems more focused on battery longevity and safety rather than chasing raw charging numbers. That said, software optimizations could still make charging feel faster and more efficient. Software and AI features. The S26 Ultra will ship with One UI 8 based on Android 16 right out of the box. AI is going to be the central theme of this release. Expect AI-assisted note-taking with the S Pen, smarter photo editing tools, AI video summarization, and even real-time translation features baked directly into the system. Samsung is also reportedly working on AI-powered battery management, where the phone learns your usage patterns and optimizes background processes to save more power. Another major advantage will be the long-term update promise. With the S24 series, Samsung announced 7 years of software updates, matching Google. The S26 Ultra will almost certainly continue this, making it one of the most future-proof devices you can buy. Connectivity and extra features. Of course, the S26 Ultra will support 5G, Wi-Fi 7, and Bluetooth 6.0, ensuring cutting-edge wireless performance. Satellite connectivity may also be included for emergency situations, following the trend set by Apple and other Android brands. We should also see improvements in the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which may expand in size for easier unlocking. Stereo speakers tuned by AKG will remain a staple, and Samsung could even enhance the haptic feedback for a more premium experience. Expected pricing and release date. Now, the big question: how much will all this cost? Unfortunately, reports suggest a price increase of around $50 to $100 across the S26 Ultra lineup. That would put the base model somewhere around $1,349 in the US, with higher storage variants going well beyond $1,600. As for the release date, Samsung traditionally launches the Galaxy S series in February, and that's unlikely to change. So, expect the Galaxy S26 Ultra to debut in February 2026, alongside the regular S26 and S26 Plus. Final thoughts. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most complete smartphones ever made. With a titanium frame, a brighter and more immersive display, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Elite, a larger battery, and revolutionary